Hi, well, this is Peter. Bitterly cold evening, 4:30 in the afternoon, Wednesday, 30th of January. Bitterly cold, bit of a wind, but I'm actually at my old home, the nurse's home. Well, I'm not at it, so I'm looking over the fields towards the nurse's home, which was my home for many, many years. And I've had an email of somebody who says, Peter, we're interested to hear about your ghost stories. Well, I could tell you one or two, but I thought I'd come up here first and just tell you one. And you'll see where the nurse's home is. I'll just fast forward a bit there, zoom in a bit, and right at the very end on the left, top room, was my room. And you could look out of that room and you could see a road going down to the main building. There are indeed still some quite tall trees there. One has fallen over the years, and they're brown at the minute, but they used to be very green. But you could see everyone who was walking down there. And one night in particular, I used to lean out a lot. I'm sorry if you can not catching this in the wind. I'll just go to a bit of shelter there. You can have a look at me for a minute. I was looking out of my room, and I saw, well, the night staff. Let me go back a little bit. Let me just take you to Taliban now. Behind this white building, you can just see a ward, Taliban that is, and behind there was female reception, Gwynfryn, and male Gwynfryn was up there, but convalescent Taliban was also called. And I was looking out of my window, and I saw the sister walking down with two other nurses, walking past my window. Now, there's nothing unusual in that, because from Taliban and from the other wards up there, they would come down midnight for what would probably be their evening, their dinner basically, their meal or their break. Nothing unusual about that at all. But when I looked at the nurse, the sister, she was very old-fashioned. She was dressed very, very old-fashioned indeed, and I didn't really think of anything of it. But what was unusual was, on either side of her were the two nurses, and they had hooked her arms. They've got her arm on either side of her, as if they were helping her in some way. So I found that slightly unusual. Anyway, I saw it once or twice more, and I was indeed on nights, and therefore I used to work with some people who were quite experienced. They tended to know everyone, and I happened to mention this story about the sister who was assisted. She was always dressed in a very long cape. She had a very frilly collar. She had a hat which was slightly different to what the nurses used to wear in my day, dressed, well, it was difficult to tell exactly what colour, but certainly blue and white and very, very crisp. I mentioned this to one of the old SENs on nights, and this is what really spooked me. She said, I know who you're talking about, she said. You're talking about an old sister from Gwynfryn who had multiple sclerosis and had to be assisted down. Wouldn't insist on walking, and was assisted down by two nurses, so she would have her evening meal, carry on as normal until she wasn't able to walk down anymore. But I said, this was last week. Oh, she said, that's unusual. This sister you're talking about died 30 years ago. That spooked me a little bit. Only a little bit though, because I did a number of years on nights, and there are one or two other stories in there, which I will probably, if you want, I will be related to, but that was one in particular that I'm going to kick off with that. Oh, look. I saw her walking down that road to the main hospital. Anyway, that's it for now for me. We'll just have a look up. Actually, quite near the castle here as well. Anyway, I'll talk to you again soon. It's bitterly cold and my hand's freezing, and this. Oh, I'm going to have to go home, I think, and get my tea. So nice to talk to you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. This is Peter, the voice of Denby, signing off. And leave me a comment. Talk to you soon. Bye.